you continue to believe that the President's policies with regard to reducing our capacities to develop our own oil and gas reserves and potential is the appropriate approach to this? You mentioned taking from our strategic petroleum reserves, which I think weakens us, but you didn't mention increasing our domestic production of energy.
Well, oil production in the United States fell during the pandemic. I think that oil producers didn't anticipate the strength of the recovery and the fact that oil prices would recover. And they certainly do have incentives now to increase oil production. They're sitting on thousands of leases on federal lands that they have not yet drilled and certainly can do so.
But the permits for proceeding on those leases are not being facilitated. I mean, the President's executive orders have shut down the Xtel pipeline. They have stopped the issuance of more leases. They've stopped the progress on the permitting of those leases, stopped the offshore oil production. The fact is we were energy independent, and now we are not, and it's not the result of the failure of our capacity.
You know, we may be energy independent, and we're actually exporting oil, but we're part of global oil markets, which are subject to geopolitical influences, and given the global nature of these markets, it's virtually impossible for us to insulate ourselves from shocks like the ones that are occurring in Russia that move global oil prices. And look, over the medium term, the critical thing is that we become more dependent on the wind and the sun that are not subject to geopolitical influences, and passing clean energy credits that will boost non-renewables is, I think, really critical to addressing climate change and our energy costs for households going forward.
Madam Secretary, my time has expired, but I wanted to get into the OECD information, and maybe either in this hearing or following, we will be able to have the opportunity to discuss the fact that there are serious concerns about the impact on our economy of those changes that are being negotiated by Treasury.